That's what I be talking about them lotions when it's like whooping your hand 21 times. That's exaggeration.
Forgotten about Bath and Body Works. It's in my annual sale. It's going. Let's get into it. I'm definitely not gonna wash it at an hour like this. I'm gonna go lay down after I take it down. Looks like a bird nest. A bird nest. Looks like a bird nest. Looks like a. I would say good morning, but it's afternoon. I spend a little extra time, just get it. It is a little bit after noon time. No, okay. I do want to say this, that I've definitely, over these last couple self-care vlogs, over these last couple of weeks, it's really been an impact in and of itself. I'm sitting here looking at my nails and about 3 of them off. Okay. This is the result of good prep work for your nails. That primer and that nail dehydrator. I only need to do a fill and replace 3 nails. That's neither here nor there. I do feel a bit refreshed, so that's good news. Thank God. You loving yourself does matter. As cliche as it sounds, when they say you need to love yourself, then you'll know how to love others. It really does make a difference. They're not just saying that. When you value yourself on top of loving yourself, it really teaches you how to love others, to set boundaries and to say no, and to be transparent that you don't have the capacity to take on certain things. We got wash day too, but we gonna shower first. Revisiting this perfume edition of Coco Mademoiselle. Sweet Essentials, not sponsored. I have about this much left, and I'm going to use it all from head to toe. And I don't believe I've smelled the original Coco Mademoiselle. If this is any indication as to how it really smells, I might buy the actual bottle of the auto perfume. The only thing is, it's a nice fragrance. It's just a bit too floral for me. As you can see, I'm going to skip using, and I do this all the time, a moisturizer or a lotion. Whenever I'm using perfume oil, especially like this, who needs to put on an added layer of greasiness, moisture, when the perfume oil moisturizing it. Here's the last bit of it. That's what I be talking about them lotions when it's like whooping your hand 21 times. That's an exaggeration and a joke. To get the rest of the lotion or the product out, that's what I be talking about. Let me make sure I'm getting all of it. Just that I don't miss nothing. me do the. I've already had lunch. I'll show you what's left over that I'm going to put in the fridge. But kept it simple. Since I've started all this, another nail to come off. And so I'm going to check the others. Not now. A little later after I take care of my laundry and just do a fill on them. I purposely made sure that they weren't all the way to the up to the cuticle, so that way it could kind of give the salon look. I need to start doing these more often, these self-care vlogs. I almost said self-care days. I got a load to put in the dryer and I have several more loads to take care of. So we're still going to take a little bit at a time. And then once we're done with the bedroom, we'll see what room is next that we'll tackle. I am needing, other than laundry, I'm gonna need to eliminate some hair. For those of you that don't know, I do hair. There are some throughout the years in which I still have, and we need to declutter those to figure out whether I'm still going to use those and get into some proper storage. That should be fun. But let's put my next laundry load in and we'll talk and have a little show and tell. So begins our next load. Trying to decide if it's going to be all the towels first or these clothes. Clothes it is. And of course, pods. Here we go. Other than me having water, I had this cream of mushroom soup. I've not yet finished that up, and I just added my own little spices and everything. I'd like to do a what I eat in a day video, which is why I'm purposely not going into details about what I've had today. I'm feeling a wee bit tired and I need to see what is in the dryer. I had other affairs to take care of and I've just completed those, so I just might as well show you guys around Walgreens. I'm just going to give you guys a quick gander as to what they have as far as body care, self-care items. Since I know it's been a minute since I've done one of those, I have not forgotten about Bath and Body Works. It's in my annual sale is going. Let's get into it.
So by the time I got up here, I did notice that they had kind of changed things around just a bit. There was a lot of the Shea Moisture products, skincare. I mean, some of it was still in the same place, but a lot of it wasn't. Like, for instance, this Dr. Bronner's was in this same place the last time. Yeah. I did hear that don't use the peppermint one. Don't use that around your nether regions, your lady parts. That goes for you men too. So that's actually how I heard about it from a video that I think went viral. And you know, let's just say Mr. Man found out the hard way. Yeah, that's everything's not for your nether regions. It's not. So we have here our moisturizers, which was in the this was right behind me. Cocoa butter. This actually reminded me before I actually stepped out to go here, and definitely after that, I had a whole jar of Palmer's cocoa butter I still needed to use. Now that's definitely gonna take a while to use. I also saw the Nivea down there, and I was thinking that I needed to start getting into those, the body moisturizers and the body washes. These are the Olay body lotions. The first time I've seen these, and I think those are meant to be paired with the matching body washes as well, and body wash scrubs. There's brands that I've yet to get to of body care products, but I definitely enjoy seeing them in the store, and even more so showing you guys what they have. And we have Soap and Glory. I still want to try that breakfast scrub. Like, it does not smell like eggs, sausage, and biscuit. That do sound really good. But no, that not that type of breakfast. Now, this was perfect here. Gift sets. I start to see a little bit of the gift sets. Mind you, we're on the verge of summer season. You normally are expected to see the gift sets around holiday season, but it's nearly summer and I'm seeing just a bit of those. So that's the first time I've seen that Soap and Glory gift set. Perfect if you want to send a very clear message to someone to just take care of themselves and, you know, implement some me time. I also love the packaging here of these body scrubs from a brand I've never heard of before. It's Nature's something. I went past it too fast. Raw Sugar. I've yet to get into their scrubs and want to. And we have a spread here of their stuff, followed by Dr. Till's soaks, baths, lavender, and we have the Body Fantasies. Now, Body Fantasies is quality. I was talking about them in this video here, and about how the list ingredients, and you know, it's in there. I won't rehash everything here. Then we have Calgon. I mean, those are the OGs of fragrance. Body Fantasies and Calgon. Like, really. Then we have here, I mean, it's just a whole spread of body care products and gift sets. There was one geared towards foot care right there with the little pink thingamajig foot cream. I mean, I really love what body care has become. And these sugar cubes here, I've seen these in Target. I've seen these kind of raved about on YouTube from a few ladies on the platform. I've not yet gotten into it. They're very interesting. They remind me of the sugar cubes horses eat. Don't feed, these ain't the ones you feed to horses though. Just don't do that to the poor fella. Don't do that. Followed by skincare, sunscreen, Cantu. That was definitely different. And we have these character shaped bottles for kids. So Raw Sugar Kids shampoo, conditioners, and it's just a really nice spread of products here. This is the only thing I want to pick up. I've had my eye on it. This costs a little bit too much on Amazon. So perfect. $2.29.
couple days. Been a couple days. My hands have been full between what I do outside of YouTube and also this house. I'm just not understanding, and for me, quitting's not an option. I have been wanting to go to the semi-annual sale for Bath and Body Works ever since the beginning of last month. We're in July now. Yeah. That's basically how I feel about it. So I've got to get into this scalp and do wash. Today is wash day. I'm not postponing it any longer. And I have an idea of what type of hairstyle I'd like to do. After I get done with that, then we have a few other things to do. And I'm going to make doing my nails last, because my ring fingers plus this pinky are the only ones left on my hand. So that means the couple of days that I didn't film and had to handle other things, about what, 5 more, the rest of them came off except for 3. I'm just about ready to soak them off. I may actually do that first, so that way I can really thoroughly go through my hair. I've already done my skincare, so it's just a matter of this breath in the shower. That I said that I was going to do, I wound up not being able to do. This is where reality kicks in, and if you are familiar with my channel, you already know what time it is. I'm deciding to share this with y'all because there's a reason why there's gaps in between my uploads. So I've actually not been feeling too well. It's just been really hard to gather the energy to film until now. And I got to thinking that since I'm going through this is an excellent time for me to film, to show you better than I can tell you how implementing self-care in your life, really taking time to take care of yourself, that's the greatest way that I could send a message to you all. As much as I talk about it and do the reviews and you guys see me in the shopping vlogs, I ain't forgot because they coming back. The greatest demonstration is just showing you all while I'm going through it, to show you, okay, this is what you do when you don't feel like doing anything. Honestly, I just said, okay, maybe I should just skip adding this to the vlog, but no, this is actually really great. I really have got to thank for getting this far on the journey, because it's definitely been a journey. Overall, catching you guys up to speed. Also, before we get started, I want to let you all know that just because you may be like me, where you're not able to get it all done in the time that you set aside for it, that does not make you any less than anyone. It does not make you any more than anyone. As long as you're striving towards the goal and you're doing what you can, eventually taking it one day at a time, one block of time at a time, even if you don't have a full entire day, eventually you will get to the point where you're on the last step of being able to finish the task completely. Let's get our day started. Aloe vera is already like very great for the skin benefits, and then the edible portion of it, have aloe vera juice, those present very great health benefits as well.
believe I'm going to go out for a walk later today, but right now, it's the doorstep chill for me. Fresh out the shower. I feel like it has been the hardest time for me to get this particular vlog together, which is a sign for me that perhaps when I do release this and when you guys are able to see it, and I'm keeping this in the vlog, okay? Okay. I'm just in no place to show my face. Bars. I walked into that. I just feel like whatever I put in this vlog that God allows, someone is needing to see it. And perhaps that's the reason for the delay. Because when I tell you, I mean, I've never had so much trouble getting a simple self-care vlog together. And I'm not a complainer, you know. Y'all know that. I'll make my comments about stuff. For those that know. For those that don't know, you'll see it. I just rather you guys see it and go through my channel and watch. And I like to let my whole body of work speak for itself. Yeah, it's been a couple days from the last time I vlogged. I've still got to finish putting together the rest of the vlog by I've just not been feeling well. I put up a community post saying, hey, I'm not feeling 100. I'm not feeling my best. Whenever I say things like that and just make a little mild announcement, like it's serious. I still have to take down this hole. Okay. I have an ideal of 2 different things I want to do. I am missing my curls, so that is the only hint I will give. It's just a matter of having the energy to do it. And no, it's not the okay, it's not that. It's definitely not that. It is 10ish at night. And I'm trying to think of if I take my hair down tonight but not wash it. I'm definitely not going to wash it at an hour like this. I'm going to go lay down. After I take it down, if I go that route, I'm going to go lay down. But we're not finna wash this hair. I'm sorry you guys are just not seeing my face, but I've literally been on rest mode, and I really feel like it's been my body's way of saying, you know, hey there, sis. I need you to, you know, tone it down just a little bit. But your body will tell you if you are. Yeah. And I will give more details perhaps later on in the vlog as well, that my eating habits have had to change as a result. That's the only way I was able to feel better. It's sort of a life update in the middle of the vlog. I think what I'm going to do now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to wait to take this out. It is a bit late for me. I'm just going to say good night to y'all. There's that. I had a opportunity, and this is not sponsored, to try Misfits Market. So I just got it delivered. We're going to unbox it together and kind of whip up some breakfast. Because, you know, my belly needing a little nourishment, if you will. Can somebody tell me, but these are organic artichokes. This is amazing. Oh, I know what these are. It's early, okay? Oyster mushrooms. Great alternative to seafood. We got potatoes. So this is the start of what I eat in a day. Ginger in the fridge, as well as the rest of this. Then we got tofu. My eating habits have changed just a bit, so I'll fill you guys in on that a little bit. And look at these cute little baby onions. Let me pick this up. I had no idea it would do that. And then we have unfiltered. First I've heard ginger ale. I think I'll have one of these this morning. And of course, we have a ice pack that is reusable, so that's a plus. Deciding, and I've had oyster mushrooms and most of that stuff before, with the exception of the organic artichokes. Those are going to be fun to cook and prepare and to eat. Let's see what this organic ginger ale is like. And if you're new here, I love drinking out of these wine goblets, I believe they're called. I don't drink, you know, I can still enjoy drinking out Kool-Aid, juice, ginger ale, tea. If you notice, unfiltered ginger ale color is opaque. The camera's cut me off, so don't mind that. It's not see-through like normally, like the normal filtered ginger ale is. If you know, you know. And it's tinted of this color, or maybe darker, but it's see-through. This is unfiltered. This is really good if you have an upset tummy. It was really good if you have an upset tummy. And ginger itself, outside of what they produce it to be, is also helps great with tummy upsets and inflammation. Like you're about to lose your voice, it's good for that too. Combined with lemon and honey. This is really good. Like, I was afraid it's gonna have, like, when they said unfiltered and I read the description on the website, I thought that it's gonna have chunks, like, you know, like they used a cheese grater, and it's unfiltered without chunks of ginger. And it tastes good. But at this point, why not include it? So I can just give you guys a glimpse of what I eat. Plus, it's a great time as ever because my eating habits have changed. Because it's wash day. I really had to be intentional and start this morning. on everything, but I love the on the new growth. It's just we got to get her back in tip top shape. I still had plenty left over of my anti-itch mixture. I'm just gonna go ahead and update this video soon, not this time around. But it's basically a oil of your choice and a conditioner of your choice. This is the mixture. I just used a leftover Dove body polish container that I happen to rinse. Ever, as much as I've been putting this off, yeah, I know it looked like a bird's nest, to declutter some of my hair accessories, wigs, or if I just need to rejuvenate those, give them a refresh, shampoo, washing, condition. And this is for when, you know, Old Faithful has to go, because some of these I've had for a couple years of being a bit matted. This is a combination of some synthetic bundles, if you will. And I got to thinking to myself, I'm like, you know, this is why you should not be tossing your wigs everywhere, because they go, you know, they mat up. It looks like a bird nest, you know, looks like a bird nest. A bird nest looks like a bird nest. Looks like a. I don't know whether I even want to take the time to detangle it. The hair itself is pretty good. I could probably put it through conditioner, which doesn't tend to do much for synthetic hair, which is why I've seen on the internet some people suggest fabric softener. Synthetic bundle hair, and then at the top I used crochet hair of the same type of, or close, ocean wave or body wave, and then body wave of the bundle hair. You can see a slight difference in color, but this was when I was still working on my craft. You could still see a bit of those knots and so forth. So I'm not sure what to do with this. So it doesn't go in the bag, but it just goes alongside my body. This is the one from this video here. I took it up a notch, and this is actually a frontal. And now, you know, it just looked like a wig that the church lady wore. No offense, I'm just saying, you know, it just one of them church lady wigs. It's human hair. I don't know if there's anything else I could do to salvage it. I don't know if I feel like, I'm thinking about wand curling. I remember Nuna, the human hair wig and the synthetic wig. It was popular, I guess, a couple years ago, 2018, 19. This little number here. And I've worn it like that before. What I've started doing the last couple of years is just making an investment in my hair where it's more human hair than synthetic. And if it's synthetic, like the box braid wig I made a couple months ago this year, this video here, I'm more willing to put more effort into the maintenance of human hair than synthetic hair. Unless it's a box braid wig where I made it with a whole closure, then I'll maintain that too. You really have to braid down your hair really, really well for this to work, and know how to style it and use gel. And I've used Eco. We're definitely keeping that. I go back in the back. I got about pictures where I've worn them when they were good. This was longer. Now, you know, this definitely look like I've been fighting cats and dogs in this. This is one of those synthetic frontals when they really started being popular around 2020, I believe, and perhaps a little bit in 2019, but definitely 2020 and 2021. I made blue chocolate, but I fried the hair in the process in this playlist here. I mean, this thing was just, I mean, balding. You hear me? Bald. Yeah. I mean, Look at that. I mean, I'm willing to make this color again, but I went about it the wrong way. Looking back at my mistakes now, which is why I love keeping those videos up, because then I can go back in, buy some bundles, buy the same colors again, and use the video as a reference for what hair dye I have bought and do it again. I mean, it's a gorgeous color brand. This camera does not do it justice. This is a whole crochet wig. It first looked like this. I wore it in a video, kind of fluffed out, but it's still, to me, when I look back at now, I don't want to say cringe, but I was like, sis, you could have found something else to wear. All 99J with a mixture of dark brown and another one similar. I want to watch it. This is Julian. It has seen some good old times. I don't think I wore this since 2020 ended. Maybe a little bit in 2021, but I soon ditched it. I believe I can revive this and clean up the line here of got to be bleeding and go on the tag. This was a longer one too, and I wore it like this. There's no review for it. It's just I wind up cutting them short as they start to mat up, and I can't maintain them where they come. This is another braid wig. I'm becoming a big fan of it because I used to sit here and do that work when I was a teenager. Up until now, and still do it. But now I do it in the form of a wig. This is not quite a 4x4 lace wig, but I made this almost 4 years ago. This is a blue chocolate micro braid wig. You see it's just a tangled mess. And I've had it so long till I'm just about ready to toss it. I mean, the inside where the lace is needs cleaning. I can do that. But the lace is worn out where I have to cut out the lace and redo that portion all over again. You gotta see what this hair is looking like underneath. So we're out here at Walmart. Figured I'd show you guys what they have. So here I just started the install process with this blue ocean wave hair and black. So just black and blue with little hints of the blue color. I just decided that because I needed a different change of pace and to still implement color, but not to the point where the color just looks absolutely like crazy and like completely off-putting, where it's just like, okay, this is not going to work, because I'm going to have to, thinking about it, I'm going to have thumbnails with this hair. So I had to really think about, I want color implemented, but what would still be summery with me not overdoing it on the color. Back in the day, if I got photos, I will show y'all. Oh, I overdid it with color. Now I'm like, I'm still trying to implement it, but more in a subtle way. And I'm just really liking how this turned out. We got the finished product. Thinking this is going to take all day. But I have not worn crochet braids in years. This is still protective style, but I'll have to be doing some maintenance a bit more. This is something I can just put up, and I decided at the front ends that it's knotless, so you can't really see the knots beyond me parting it. It's long. I still need to cut layers into it. I just haven't found the scissors that I saw earlier today, so that way I can cut the layers. Pedicure. I thought about it and I said, I shouldn't put 2 pedicures in here. We doing it because, you know, there's a hint of blue here and a hint of blue there, and my scalp will be cooler. You know, it's just a bit more versatility than a wig. That much I can tell you. For all of 2015, nothing but crochet braids. If I have any photos, I will put them somewhere on the screen. Rest before we do that. Sitting right underneath my nose in the area of this house, finally found the scissors I want to layer this hair with, and I kept this twisted up until then. So I know throughout this vlog I have been mentioning it here and there that my eating habits have changed, and maybe perhaps I will have a dedicated video for it. There's some struggles that I've had, and it has affected my upload frequency. Those that are part of the squad, I just really thank you tremendously for rocking with me, because some days all I could do was just rest. And with me, I just love to try to find humor in the situation, but a lot of times it was hard. In June, my vegetarian, because I was working towards veganism, I was close to my 3-year anniversary, and then that's when that's when things took a turn. I mean, I didn't understand why I didn't have the gusto, the energy that I wanted to have, I was recommended to try a different eating plan. What I've switched to now is a bit different, but still in the same arena of what I've been recommended. My eating habits have changed to the pescatarian team. As much as I didn't like it, as much as and when I stopped eating meat, I stopped everything. Seafood, fish, all. Now, this is a bit of a transition because it's been about 3 years that I made my vegetarian anniversary, but it landed on the 27th because I had to omit those 3 days in which I was experimenting because I had been craving salmon and seafood. As much as I talk about self-care and hygiene and so forth, eating habits is a big part too, because you could be looking good and smelling good, but you eat up there eating fried foods and hog maw every day. That ain't finna do you no good either. You're gonna be a out of shape, good smelling person. So for me, I had cut out meat and I was doing pretty good, but something was something. And I would like to have gotten a whole lot done more in this house, but you know, I definitely see where the goal that God intended for me with this vlog in particular, why it was delayed, was for me to just rest in the fact that I needed the rest and I needed a life change. And in order for me to effectively make the transition I'm making now, I needed to scale it back a little bit. And God didn't make earth in one day. He took 6 whole entire days and he rested on the 7th day. It's a blessing in disguise. Now, being with that life change, I would like to include you all in that journey just because you guys were with me throughout a part of my plant-based eating journey. Not at the beginning, because I hadn't started my YouTube channel until 2020. I started eating plant-based the year before. Of course, you're going to have to stay tuned, because I'm not going to ruin the surprise, which will not be in this vlog, but just teasing it just a little bit, because I'm excited about it. I not only I'm starting to feel a bit better, there's some things I'm still transitioning out of. I really do hope that you all have enjoyed this vlog. A lot of sacrifice and time has gone into it, and I do hope you're able to get something out of it. There's nothing in particular that going into this that I was like, okay, I think you'll be able to get this out of it. It's like, I'm just going to let God do what he does best. Use it in the excellent way that he does. Couldn't have done it, planned it better myself. Really couldn't have at all. So God definitely gets all of the credit. Absolutely. I love each and every one of you. Yes, while I'm fluffing the hair out. And I will see you all next time.